Hey folks, Mike here from Random Acts of Cooking, and I saw a video from Surfin Sapo a few days ago, maybe a week ago, and he was making some chili with a mix from Suckle Busters. It's called Suckle Busters competition style recipe, award-winning recipe. Makes 2 pounds of chili. It's a 2-dump recipe. He made a joke about that, but I won't repeat it. Anyway, I've got 1 pound of ground beef cooking in the pot, cast iron pot, and I have 1 pound of, this is pulled beef from Costco. Comes in a 4-pound bag. Out of the bag, it's cooked. It's pretty, so I put this on the pit barrel cooker with some hickory wood and one of those little holy vegetable cooker things you can put on a grill. They got some of the fat out of it and gave it a nice hickory smoke flavor. That's going to be my other pound of supposed ground beef. I'm going to follow the recipe almost exactly. I say almost exactly because I don't have tomato sauce, so I'm using tomato soup. But it's pretty easy, so let's go over the stove and I'll show you. Okay, here's my pot. I have 1 pound of ground beef, lightly salted, and instead of salt, I'm using, it's incredible. Now this is all cooked, so the next step is I have to drain this liquid off of here, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is our drained ground beef. To that I'm adding the 1 pound of pulled beef, smoked pulled beef, and I'm adding 1 10 3/4 ounce can of tomato soup because it's what I have and I don't have to go to the store to pick up tomato sauce. And then it says a 10-ounce can of beef broth. I don't have a 10 ounce, I have a 14 and a fraction, 14.5 ounce can of beef broth. I'm going to turn my flame back on. And then it says 2 cups of water. I'm going to start with 1 and see how we go. Alright, we'll give this a good mix. Bring it to a boil. Reduce heat, cover, and simmer for 30 minutes. So, we don't need to watch a pot boil. I'll be back in 30 minutes after those steps. Okay, this has been simmering for about 30 minutes, and I can tell you I smell the smoky aroma of that pulled beef. And now we're ready for what they're calling dump number 1. I just sniffed it. It smells like chili seasoning. Got all the good stuff for chili. Alright, we'll stir this in. I think we need just a little bit more liquid, so this is my liquid that I'm using. Alright, bring this back up to a simmer and let that simmer for 30 minutes. Then we'll go to dump number 2. So, see you in about a half an hour. Alright, it's been another 30 minutes. Time to put in dump number 2. Tell you, it smells incredible. And I will say, okay, here is dump number 2. I will say I tasted the first one and I tasted the second one. To me, they're really close. There might be a little bit of difference. Maybe it's just psychosomatic because this is a number 2 package. I don't know. We'll see. See what the end result is. So I'm going to stir this around, let it simmer for another 30 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alrighty folks, it's been, ouch, that's hot. It's been another 30 minutes, actually about 28 minutes. I just turned the flame off. You see, this is a real meaty chili. I think this is the way they do it in Texas. No beans to mess it up. Alright, let's get it smells incredible, I'll tell you that. It smells wonderful. And I'll tell you that a little bit of a smoked pulled beef added to the aroma. So what we're going to do now, we're going to plate a little bit of this up and go do our taste test. Alright folks, here it is. Suckle Busters 2-dump chili. Competition style chili. Makes 2 pounds of chili. And it's probably pretty darn close to that. I can smell, you know, it wouldn't be chili if you didn't smell some of the chili seasoning. I can certainly smell the chili seasonings, and I can smell the smoked beef. I think the smoked beef adds another layer of flavor. Here it is. Still a little bit hot. Let's see what it tastes like. I get the texture of the hamburger and the pulled beef. Smoky flavor. It's got just a little bit of a kick to it. It wouldn't be chili if it didn't have a little bit of a kick. You know, you could dress this up any way you wanted. If you want beans in your chili, throw a can of beans in there, or 2 if you want lots of them. You can add onion to it. You can add onion afterwards, put it on top. You can put green onions on the top. You can put sour cream, cheese, whatever you want. This is good just the way it is. If you want your chili a little bit sweeter, hey, throw in some ketchup, or maybe, let's see, I use tomato soup, and they call for tomato sauce. So I don't know if the sauce has got a little bit more sweetness to it than a tomato soup. But if you want just a teensy bit of sweetness to it, throw in a 1/4 cup of ketchup or something like that. Yeah, there's so many ways you could build on this if you wanted to, or just leave it the way it is. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is and maybe build on it for leftovers for various meals, add in some other stuff to it. Anyway, this works. If you get a chance to get it, Suckle Busters. And because I was ordering it, I also got the Texas chili seasoning. Award-winning recipe, makes 2 pounds of chili or 8 servings. This calls for more ingredients on it. So this is, actually, let me look. Alright, this one calls for tomato soup, beef broth, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and 1 pound of pork sausage with 1 pound of ground beef. So this looks like it would be really good too. I don't know how many packages are in here. If it's a 2-package thing or what, but we'll find that out next time. But meanwhile, I got a bunch of chili to go through here, so we'll catch you next time, folks. Thanks. Bye.